What I'm saying is that graduates of, say, journalism, we could not even hire them to teach journalism in our classes because it's not licensed, especially at the higher level. Because in the higher level, that is where you need specialization. In the discussion of the technical vocational area, we are also contemplating of hiring even mechanics, practicing mechanics, or practicing construction worker to teach in our school, or even a farmer to teach in our school. Diba? Successful farmers. Why can't we do that? Because there's an existing law. But under this new bill, section, if I'm not mistaken, section 8, it will allow us. But the caveat there is that they are given 5 years to get a license. So which means for those higher education, private higher education institutions who will be affected mostly by the 11 and 12 kasi they won't have any enrollment in the next 2 to 3 years. No learner will be able to enroll in university because they have to go to the 11 and 12. So the question is, what will happen to their extra space? What will happen to their extra faculty? The solution there is really to allow them, one, to offer the 11th and 12th, but they have to present to us their curriculum. Second, to allow, that's the reason why we are implementing the K12 program on this basis. We just started the new curriculum for grade 1 this year, the enhanced basic curriculum for grades 2 and grades 8 and so on and so forth. Until we reach, by 2016, that's the first year when we are offering the grade 11. And then the following year, school year 2017, we will be offering the grade 12. But as we speak right now, there are 30 public and private schools and even universities modeling the K12 program. One of which is no less than the University of Makati, in Makati. They have accepted the fact that they will not be generating revenue for their university degree program because they're not offering a university program this year. They are offering grade 11. Next year, it will be grade 12. And the beauty of this, at least the program offered by University of Makati, on the 11th and 12th, it's more aligned with industry requirements. Because we have a big problem right now. The country has a big job mismatch problem. That's why we cannot progress. And the solution there is to make sure that we address this job mismatch. Yes, please.
Some private schools are addressing the K-12 curriculum by promoting their students. So instead, if their students now are grade 1, they're promoting them to grade 2 or grade 3. Is that a right way of addressing the K-12 curriculum? The K-12 program?
How's that again? Sorry.
Accelerating them right now. So how is DepEd aware of this, and if so, how should they react to this situation?
No, we prior to this is the transition planning for private elementary and secondary schools. We know for a fact that there are private schools offering Kinder 1, Kinder 2, sometimes up to Kinder 3, prep school, prep 1, and then grade 7. Okay? Now, our deal during the K-12 Steering Committee, where the private sector to the Cocopeya and the, what's the other big group? Paasco. Seya, Paco, Cocopeya, Pasco, and so on. No? Ito nga yung problema nila eh. So we said, we agreed that prior to the implementation of the K-12, This was in 2011. No? They have to present to us their curriculum, show us their curriculum. Anyway, it's the Department of Education who's giving them permit to operate. Yeah. They have no choice, but we're not forcing them. They have to submit. And then look at the curriculum itself. If, let's say, for example, they have an offering on Kinder 2. And Kinder 2, the age there is 7. Sabihin na natin, 6 years old. Supposed to be, yung 6 years old is at grade 1. Tama? Kasi yung Kinder is 5 years old. If we say, based on the review, that the Kinder 2 program, which is offered at age 6, is aligned with the grade 1 curriculum, they will just rebrand it into grade 1. Correct? For those schools naman offering, say, grade 7, if we find that the grade 7 program or curriculum is a first-year program curriculum, then we'll just rebrand it to grade 7 or high school 1. If not, then they have to revise it. Okay, my point really is that all of these efforts are not done by the Department of Education, though we're mandated to do this. This is not a DepEd program. This is a government program. In fact, if you look at the first few slides that I presented, I made mention about the 10-point agenda of the President, and one of which is the 12-year cycle. Diba? Kaya, TESDA, CHED, the different business chambers, the academe, the NGO, the civil society group, are all part of this K12 effort to ensure that there is a smooth transition. We're not saying that there won't be problems along the way. There will be, definitely. But we just want to have a much smoother transition to K12 in school year 2016-2017. Yan po yung pathway. That's the model. The model that we're following under the K12 program is K642. So, kinder, 6 years of elementary, 4 years of junior high, 2 years of senior high. That is where you do some specialization, but you will still have core subjects. Because the premise there is that students will definitely look for higher learning, meaning to the university. It's just that unfortunate that they cannot afford it. So which means once they reach grade 12, they have the work skills. So pwede sila magtrabaho muna, and if they decide now to go to university, some of their experiences will be credited. And therefore, as far as Commission on Higher Education is concerned, particularly the technical panel, the various technical panel are now in the process of reviewing the baccalaureate degree. Ngayon, in-implement natin 4 years ang baccalaureate eh. Pero lugi tayo dyan eh. Sa totoo lang, dapat 3 lang yan eh. And that's what we're doing right now. Some of the technical panels agree to reduce the number of years of baccalaureate degree. Kasi kung tutusin, 2 years of the baccalaureate degree are general education. It's just an enhancement and repetition of what should have been taken in the secondary level. Pumayag na sila. Pumayag na sila ng kwan. Pumayag na yung CHED and the different technical panels. In fact, just to cite a specific example, the group of the construction industry, they're the ones pushing us to reduce the number of years. Kasi it's useless, it's useless for an engineering student, to get the general education where you can offer it at the secondary level. Once they enter the baccalaureate degree, it's more specialization na. Rather than waste 2 years of